Hey folks, I'm back on the river. Day 2 of my French Broad River 100-mile expedition. Let's just see what we can find. I'm using a new boat on this leg of the journey. It is a Old Town whitewater canoe. Thanks, Alan. This canoe is a little bit more, has a little bit more storage space than the kayak, and since I'm on a little more flat water, I felt like a canoe would be a better choice of watercraft. I think I'll see what's up this little tributary. Winds up into the field here. So there's no telling what could be around the next bend. Well, the river's just right over here behind me. It started to rain a little bit a few minutes ago. A little bit of thunder off in the distance. Speaking of off in the distance, if you look up on that ridge in the distance there, that would be Dunn's Rock. If you're from this area, you'll know it well. What you're hearing over in the trees here is gray tree frogs. There went one. Gray tree frogs are one of my favorite frogs. There went one. Here's a picture of one. Check it out. I took a little tributary off the main river just to see where it went, and here's what I found. A covered bridge. No telling where it goes, and I'm not going to climb out and see. Private property and all, but pretty interesting. What a place to live. That house looks very old. It may be one of the early settlers to the area. That house could date back to the early 1800s. Beautiful. I came around a bend and noticed this big pile of dredge spoils. At least that's what it looks like to me. And there's absolutely no erosion barrier to keep it from washing into the creek. And up there, heavy equipment that's been used to move this dirt here, most likely. And you can see erosional gullies already have formed in here, and who knows how much has run off into the creek. And caused a lot of sediment to flow downstream and create some really bad problems for fish and such. And that was the first person I've seen all day. Name was Josh. It was nice to meet you, Josh, if you ever see this video. Maybe I'll see you again out on the river. Hey, doggy. Hey, doggy. Hey. Everybody's come down to the river today, haven't they? How are you there? Hey. How's it going, little pup? Whose dog are you? Whose dog are you? Hey. We come down here to cool off, drink, and of course, what else do they do in the water? Well, they defecate. And so we have the erosion problem, which is bad enough, but on top of that, everything that goes along with cow manure goes into the river. Goes down in the river and contaminates the water. And that is not good. And look at that trench. They've formed a trench where they come down to the water. So when it rains, it just floods down through there, creating even more erosion. Not a very good practice to have your cattle walk straight down to the river to drink. Keep the river clean, it's best to build a pump system that pulls water out of the river to a trough. The cows never have to go down to the river. And be sure to leave a lot of shade trees so they'll have a shady spot on a hot day, so they don't have to go soak in the water. You know, 1 or 2 cows wouldn't be bad, but when you have lots of animals, they create a lot more waste and a lot more erosion. This is a very good example of what livestock do to the riverbank and how it causes so much erosion. They've just destroyed the soil here and turned it into just a mire of mud and sand and silt. And it's raining, well, it has been, and it's just washing it right down into the river. Just look right here. And you can see puddles of rain have collected in the hoof prints, and it's just running right down here into the water. Okay, so I started at 12 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock, 5 hours to float 10 miles. I did take a lot of breaks along the way, checked out a lot of cool things, some things that were not so cool, you know, such as cattle in the river, and I petted a really nice dog. That was really a nice thing. A really nice welcome thing along the way is to meet a very friendly canine. And some friendly people also. So this was a great trip. Great day 2 of my 100-mile float of the French Broad River. See you next time.